Hello, Renee Flamont here. This video is straight up very strong advice, and I cannot say it enough. I made a lot of mistakes with the narcissist for this reason. And the title of this video, do not take drink with your narcissist. Take drink is how we say it in French, okay? In French, we don't have a drink, we take drink, right? So in my family's from Quebec, and for example, my cousin calls my dad, my cousin from Quebec, my dad's cousin, calls him every Christmas morning at 8 o'clock and they take drink. Every Christmas morning at 8 o'clock, they do a shot. They take drink. It's a sign of bonding. It's a sign of cheer. It's a joyful act of Merry Christmas, Richard. Joyeux Noël, Richard. He does a shot. My dad's name's Richard. Joyeux Noël, Richard. And they do a shot, and that's it. Take drink. Take drink represents community, represents relationship, represents having fun, bonding, okay, to many people. That's what it can represent. In my experience with my narcissist, I made a lot of bad decisions because I was imbibing when I should not have been. And you might say, well, what do you mean? We go out. I'm married to him. We go out. I'm not going to drink. Like, I don't understand what you're saying, Renee. What I'm saying is, it got to the point that I would not take a drink with my narcissist because I knew that that makes my mind mushy and that I wouldn't be on high alert and that I might be a softer decision maker and that I might put up with things or tolerate things or then ignore things, or things might be softened, or things might be... There's a lot of, obviously, we all know bad decisions happen with drinking many, many, many times, not just with your narcissist, in all areas, right? And I'm not a big drinker. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? But even if I were, when I was imbibing with the narcissist, half the time it was so that I could tolerate them. Oh yeah, I'm sure you've been there. Let me just have a couple of drinks just so I can at least get through tonight. You're out with friends. Yeah, I'll have some wine. Because you know you just to get through it and soften the blow. What that can often lead to later is now that person in my life was normally trashed. My narcissist had big substance problems. So I was generally the driver. So I would limit myself to my 2 and he'd be trashed. We'd get home. You want another cocktail? Sometimes I'd say yes. I can have 3. Now I'm home. I'm okay. I'm not going to drive. And then what ends up happening is you're trying to argue with someone who's drunk, which you can't argue with drunk. My friend says that. You can't argue with drunk. Period. There's a period at the end of that sentence. No more words are required. You cannot argue with drunk. That's a big part of why I'm saying if you are at the point that you no longer want conflict with this person, you want a clear head with this person, you don't want to give in to this person, you don't want to be, have your views and values and points that you're making to them be compromised. When I say don't take drink, I mean don't imbibe and get to the point that they are. You want to have a couple of glasses of wine to be social and not have it be a subject matter at the dinner. Oh, why aren't you? And whatever. That people have a very strange relationship with alcohol these days, I find. If you have a healthy relationship with alcohol like I do, have a couple of drinks at dinner, that's fine. But taking drink with your narcissist implies it's a partnership, it's a teamwork, we're in this together, let's imbibe, cheers to you. No, absolutely not. Don't set it up that way. Don't set it up that way. Do not. I mentioned a few videos back, I think, that this isn't the only narcissist I've had in my life. Another one I've had in my life for years and 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 years. They're not in my life anymore. I've chose to eject them. Before I chose to eject them, I told people around me, I will not take drink with that person. Do not offer me any drink at all with that person when they're around. I wanted to have a clear head. I didn't even want to have one glass of wine. No. And I didn't want me taking drink with that person to have it be indicative that I'm having a camaraderie with them. That's what taking drink indicates. You're having a camaraderie with them. I didn't want that narcissist to even feel that from me. You want to drink? No, thank you. I felt it was a statement to that person. I'm not taking drink with you. I'm not taking drink with you. I'm not eating with you. We're not going to have a meal together. Okay? So when it comes to your narcissist and taking drink with them, it really can lead you down a rabbit hole of hell if you both get to the point that you're soused. Oh my God, that's when the drama can really happen, and you know it, and I know it, and they know it. Oh yeah, my narcissist used to try to make me drink as much as he did. No way. First of all, I could never handle that. There's no way. And second of all, I wanted to have my wits about me. Should a fight ensue? And when your narcissist has been imbibing, they're going to get trashed probably, and there will be arguments. Don't you want to be level-headed when those arguments come into play so that you're not acting nuts like they're acting nuts? I found it was more beneficial to me to remain level-headed, eyes open, awake, alert, able to have a conversation, able to speak, able to stay awake in order to have a conversation and speak. And it was pathetic. I would look at the narcissist as pathetic. Drunk again. God bless you. What a life you live. How glorious. Not that I would say those things out loud, because again, you can't argue with drunk and you don't want to provoke drunk. Oh my God. Let them exist in their drunken stupor and you go sleep in the other room or turn on a movie or open a book or get on your iPad and play games or whatever people do to pass time. Do it. But to imbibe with your narcissist is a very dangerous thing, especially when you guys are in a particularly hot time of arguing, and it's always you're teetering on always eggshells, and it's at any moment can blow up. Alcohol will, or any substance will only make it worse. And you might say, well, Renee, not for nothing, I just needed a glass of wine to relax myself. I'm not, okay, so you have a glass of wine. Go have it. Go have it. You're not going to get drunk off 1 or 2 glasses of wine. You know what I mean? That's my limit. I know what I can handle. I'm not going to get drunk off 2 glasses of wine. But when you're out with friends and they're doing shots and I can't do shots, forget it. But if they're doing all that, let them. You can't stop them. That's going to provoke an argument. And now in front of people. But you can certainly say, no, I'm good, thanks. And you can nurse that. I nurse a glass of wine when I'm out for an hour and a half. It's like room temperature by the time I finish it. Especially when I was with my narcissist, because I didn't want to be in any way, shape, or form, first of all, not able to drive, and second of all, not able to deal with what I knew would be coming from him, which on the way home from every occasion, he's crazy, he's saying crazy things, he's trying to pick a fight. If you maintain your composure and your soberness and your wherewithal and your eyes are open and you're not soused like he is, you will handle it differently. You'll recognize it and you'll see it as pathetic. And you'll see their attempt as elementary, and you won't even be tempted. Because you'll be like, oh my God, they're just a drunken mess. How pathetic. I can't argue with this person. It's like arguing with a 2-year-old. Of course you're going to win. They're trash. They're a mess. They're a narcissist. They're miserable. They have self-hatred. Oh my God. Of course you're going to win. It's not about that. You don't even want to get into anything with somebody like that. And you certainly don't want to pair yourself with someone in that condition and be in the same condition. And that's what I mean when I'm saying imbibing with them, taking drink with them. Having it be a camaraderie, and 4 hours later you're both trashed. How big is the argument going to be then? Because that's happened. Of course it happened with me and my narcissist. I let it happen a couple times. It was a disaster. And then I stopped. I said, no more. It's not fun. We're not having fun. This isn't fun. So I challenge you to look at that, because there's no way that substance abuse or substance use cannot be a bad thing with a narcissist. It's going to be bad, especially if you try to keep up with them. And I don't mean drink for drink, but I mean if they're drinking, you feel like you need to, and say, no, I don't feel like it tonight. Oh, come on, we'll take an Uber. We can both get trashed. No, I'll drive. It's fine. I don't feel like it. There's ways that you can avoid it. Say you're on a cleanse. Say you're watching your sugar content. Say you're worried about your capillaries. There are health reasons not to drink. I'm not a big, I try to not, because of all the health reasons involved. So use one of them. Tell them, no, I'm not into it right now tonight. You don't have to make it an argument. I don't want to take drink with you because you're a jerk face. You don't have to say that. I don't want to drink with you because you're a stupid, dumb turkey brain when you get drunk, and I want to be alert because I can handle you better when I'm sober. You don't have to say that. But you can think it and act on it and be alert and ready and able to handle yourself in the utmost way if you are not getting into it with them every single time. And for many narcissists, it's every single night. They have problems in the substance abuse area. You certainly don't have to go down that rabbit hole with them. You do not. Keep your head up and keep your head high, and you do what's right for you. Okay? Watch out for that, though. It's always a mess. Getting drunk with a drunk narcissist can be nothing but a mess. You know it, I know it, they know it, and that's why they try to make you drink. Oh, loosen up, have fun, you're boring. Okay, so I'm boring. Don't let them convince you. Maintain your ground, and I promise you, your night will go better, at least for you. They're going to try to argue with somebody that's not arguing back. If you have had enough drink, you're going to argue right back, because all this is going to go right out the window. But if you maintain your composure, then they try to pick, you're going to go. They're acting like a 2-year-old. Who wants to argue with a 2-year-old? It's not even going to be tempting for you unless you're drunk with them. Then it could be fisticuffs, gloves off, figuratively, not physically. I'm not saying physically, but boom, you might be just in the mood to argue. You know what? Like, you know what I mean? So be careful. That's all I'm saying.